am a defender of neighborhoods. And the truth about the solid waste management plan, that includes the 91st Street MTS, is it is a citywide plan. I listened to his entire question. So if you want an answer, you have to listen. You can scream and yell, you can throw soft things if you want to after, but you gotta let me answer if I listen to your question with attention, which I did. The solid waste management plan, and I get it, and I've got it for a long time, that a lot of folks in this neighborhood disagree with the decision we made. But it's a citywide plan that was put in place to try to balance the citywide issues of many neighborhoods. And some of the underlying core of this plan is a move towards boroughs taking more responsibility for their own garbage and moving away from the days that all sanitation-related uses only went into lower income neighborhoods. That's why when this plan was passed, over the objections of some folks in my home district, I was exceedingly supportive and almost demanded that the facility for recycling go onto the Gansevoort Peninsula. Because I can't stand up in this room and say your neighborhood has to take something if mine does not take one. Now, the facility on 91st Street is critical, as is the one on Gansevoort, to getting less trucks off the road, which is critically important to helping us reduce the excessive truck burden that has existed in some lower income neighborhoods of color for decades in this city.
It's 100 years of garbage there.
Oh, come on.
That is the truth of what's happened in other neighborhoods. Now, I know there's a disagreement about that, but it is the truth. Now, you might ask why this site? This site actually not so long ago did very similar to what it would be charged to do in the solid waste management plan in the 90s. It was a facility not so long ago. Now, look, we're not going to agree on this. I think we're all pretty clear on that. But the goal of the solid waste management plan was to come up with a city-wide plan that created borough closer to borough self-sufficiency. Manhattan will never be able to take its all care of its own garbage. Two,
We certainly are.
Goal was to, in a citywide way, better utilize the river to reduce truck traffic citywide throughout all of our boroughs, and 3, to put a perspective of environmental justice into our solid waste management plan where low-income neighborhoods did not have to absorb all of the uses, which again is why you're seeing facilities in neighborhoods that you might not traditionally like the Far West Village. So I recognize we're not going to agree on this. I wish we had a proposal that would make every neighborhood happy. That is simply not always a possibility with these complex. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Thank you. The lady in the back, and I've got to tell you one
I can't tell you
thing.
to change your position, so.
Okay.
They're going to house
The
Mercury.
lights are going off and on because we've exceeded our time here. So we've got to take one more question, then Sal Albanese, our next candidate, is here. The lady in the gray sweater.
I think that's you, ma'am, yeah. I can't hear her, so, but I can't hear the woman in the back. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am.
We want that out. Radiation is coming.
Ma'am, I just can't hear her in the back. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, you're going to have to start over. I apologize.
I'm the president of a condominium on West 110th
Okay.
Street. You mentioned affordable housing programs